Okay, so guys, let's get some Software Inc. done for the day. We did just do the giveaway announcement in the video prior. Yep, we have the giveaway coming up on the 26th, and that is going to be for copy Software Inc. Link to the Discord below, as always. But with further ado, let's just actually play the game instead of giving ourselves a plug for our Discord, really. So, I hate when I do that. I go, it's me just breathing. I should probably breathe from my nose, but I habit breathing from my mouth. There you go. Let's see where we're at. So we're making about 21 million on the MyPhone 2, which is absolutely mind-blowing that we're doing that every month. I'm hoping that that stays up, really. The minute I say that, it goes down to 11 million. Let's half the budget on the marketing, just be a bit more practical about it. And while we're halving such a thing, I also want to look and see if it's actually making money. It's not. Is anything from the past that's still selling? Okay. Has 99 viewers on Mafia 98. I don't get how that's even possible. Like how Mafia 98 sold 64 million copies. That's mind-blowing. The Cube is also still going strong. Although it's not making much in the way of money, it's just got a lot of people still using it, I presume. PlaySports, wow, that's only like a few years ago, and then look at that. All right, I guess that whole group or economy, I should say, is just jump from one game to the next and then just keep going. They never really stopped to make money on it, I guess. Huh, interesting. It's also cool to see that we're making like a lot of games there. Curious to see when the War that's not released. No, they've released Stranger Things. It's Stranger Things that we're still waiting on. Okay, when is that due? It says it's due in April 2007, so that's this year. Okay, that's fine then. Andrea Baldwin has just retired. Nice to see that someone's thinking of the future of their life. Okay, you're done. We have all of these that we're just trying to dominate the 2007s by researching everything at this point, which is absolutely an interesting tactic, I'll admit. Right. I wonder when we're gonna actually, so 2010 to 15 is when we're gonna move the building. And it's gonna be interesting to see how we do that. And as we get closer and closer to my actual birthday, we are growing against the time. And we've also got other commitments that I've been recently really having to put time into, including but not limited to dealing with a VPS issue. So having got the VPS back up and running and getting a 4 terabyte transfer done, and then resetting up GPO and then LPO, doing the LPS UL USCS manager up as well. That was a pain. And then if you couldn't get any worse, we had to redo it all because the system went down and it was refusing connection to remote, which is vital for the system. So as if it could get any more comical, redoing all that took away yesterday's time and inability to do any major commitments, because I've been up late thinking of ways to fix problems that shouldn't have existed in the first place. But you know, they exist, and that's all I'm going to go into that. I'm not going to get into the depths of it. A lot of technical words have been thrown out there, but I'll break a few of them down. LPO, local policy objectives. GPO, group policy objectives. So VPS, virtual power system, well, not virtual power system, that's a different entire concept. Virtual personal system or personal machine. Basically a computer that's on a virtual connection, for those that aren't too technical. Usually to host stuff like FiveM servers, which is with irony what this one was about, but also to host other systems that were more important and profit making, you could say. So yeah. Yep, Andrew Ford. I'm amazed Andrew Ford hasn't retired yet. I am amazed at that idea. It's also cool seeing that we have so many cars on site, and yet probably wasting a lot of money on salaries. I mean, how much are we spending, right? Let's actually have a look. 1 million in salaries as of yet, bear in mind. So that's purely the night shift people and all them. And then we're spending 13 million in maintenance on bills, 11 million on distribution, which is just, well, mind-blowing if you ask me. Sales figures is in the realm of a few million. Okay, right, that patent's done. So we can now patent the 3D. Networking is out the way, which is always great to have patented. Right, hardware research is about to be done. I don't know how that one's the one that is already done, but you know what? It's pretty good. And then the other thing we have going right now is the Phoenix Live 2010 edition. And it is cool to see how this is actually getting done pretty quickly. And yet it's taking forever, but that was bound to happen. It would take forever. Bound to. You know, not too surprised there. Another thing I'm interested by, and I'm going to have a poke at this, but looking at all these, the thing that's catched my eye is Mafia, which is actually running, okay. Which one's our FPS? I don't know. Computer, console, and phone. The phone is going up and computer's going up. Console, Do we automate it? I mean, if we automate it, let's play devil's advocate for a second. Say we automate console and then phone as well. We lose a bit more autonomy in how those things are built. And I kind of like doing them right now. They just give me a bit more of a goal and purpose, maybe. So the question becomes, do we funnel into that? What have we spent a lot of money on? That is like a big dip. 62 million. Let me remove you from existence, because I think that still prints even when we're making sales. So I'm hoping that resolves that issue. Another thing I'm going to do for the MyPhone 2, there is 700 bugs existing on it right now. So I'm going to put that out. And I'm going to make sure that that gets done. I'm also going to prioritize the 3D research. And I'm going to lower priority. There it is, priority on that. 2 people in particular are complaining that they have too many tasks on their list. Absolutely understandable. It is understandable. It is also a bit of a, I dare say, petty argument, if that. So yeah, on support is process. That's because our very first Stranger Things has finally come out. Great. So that means we finally have a play in each area. So tomorrow we'll get a review on how well we're doing in this, and we'll finally get a start on the board for everything, which is great. So you are the 2 that are only complaining. That's fine. Right. Look, legal, I don't know what's dragging for legal right now. I don't know why it's dragging. But, you know, come on. Are you on holiday? Nope, you're sick. You're at work. Working, getting food. Okay. It would appear there is something going on that's making them inefficient. Right. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to, rather efficiently myself, I might add, look at making sure they have their own room somewhere. I don't know where they're assigned to yet, and I'm hoping we can work that out. Right, so we got free floors for services. Legal's gonna get their own room there. Right. I don't know if they already have one. If they do, then I have just wasted an area, I think, in theory. Yeah, I have. They have one over here. Well, we'll take that off legal and give that to services. Try and spread them out a little. Okay. But also putting legal right next to the food source. Hopefully that will hopefully that'll appease their needs. Alternatively, what I'm also going to do is hire some more lawyers that are super focused. Okay, and hiring for legal. All of these are perfect lawyers. Okay. Right, that will help with that. I know adding more people doesn't necessarily mean they're more efficient, but with the way that team's currently going, I think it's only necessary that we look at doing that as a ends to a means, maybe. Because I do think that's definitely an issue here around this situation. Another thing I want to do, I see that the fen box is also got a lot of bugs in it. Oh my god, it has a lot of updates that are needed. Right. Give that an update as well. I know the My Phone was very close to being done. So, absolutely want that getting done. I've only got two more things that need their research done, and then it's patenting that's then the delay. Okay. I love how we're nearly at the 3 billion mark once again. Another thing I'm going to do, and I'm going to try and do it in here for now, I think. Although, I have an idea. Legal haven't got a single trophy yet, have they? No. How about we give them all the most recent stuff? Hopefully, in doing so, mitigating any needs that they have, enough so that they'll actually be more functional. I'm hoping that makes sense to the game. Okay, so we have the entire legal team in now. So we should be seeing some work towards this happening. And yet it's fair to say it ain't. So I'm a bit curious to whether they're working on other tasks, maybe. Because I don't know if they are, but I have the vibe that they might be. So let's quickly go into teams and let's check that they absolutely can't work on other tasks. HR, only work on what they're hired for. Okay. Right, so they shouldn't be working on other stuff, is what that tells me. Okay, let's hire some more lawyers. Let's make sure we're just, no one meets the criteria. Okay, that's fine then. Right. My Phone will be done tomorrow, and Phoenix Box will be done the day after. That's always good to see. It's these patents that we need doing, really. It might be worth, no, we'll wait another day to get the My Phone out of the way. So yeah, I was gonna say it might be worth to release it now and just raise that reputation a little bit more, but I think that's a push. So yeah, we got a lot of offers on hosting. Another system or services growing, that's nice to see. Company, I should say, not system. Utilities, I'm a bit curious now. We probably are wasting a lot of money on maintaining so many batteries, I'll be honest. So, definitely a thing that's of consideration. Now we're seeing the pattern go up quite a bit. Let's have a look if we can find any more lawyers that are a perfect fit for the legal team. As always, amazing matches for that team. Right, so they have their meeting room here. I'm gonna make sure they know this is their meeting room. I'm gonna say for now, don't ask again. And we're just gonna look at it, check there's no like platinums in there. No. Kinda wish there was, really. I'm gonna have to ask someone if they know how you get another platinum if you lost your platinum in the game, because I always thought that they did every few years and I've not had it, so I might have to ask you guys for the command, because we did achieve all platinums, just to get 1 platinum back, if possible or plausible. I love seeing all the maintenance guys and girls just running around fixing everything, you know, definitely doing us the company savior work that needs doing. My phone is back up in its figures, always good to see. I'm going to release that today and then we'll do another bug fix and update. Okay. And another thing I'm going to do is we'll promote all of these. Yeah. Promote you. Yeah. Promote you. Yeah. And you. And you. Okay, pause that. Right. And then I'll pause you as well. Pause that as well. And then that. Okay, and then that. Right, okay, so those are all those running, and then I'm not imagining and I'm missing a pattern all of a sudden. Okay. I am. Another company patterned it before we could. That's pretty bad for my legal team, because that means somebody getting the punishment. Okay. Let's have a look at you then. Multitasking efficiencies. I'll send you off on some training. I'll bite on the idea. Any of you... Okay, right. We'll go with it for now, and we'll tolerate the issue. Another thing I'm going to do, no, don't do that, is make sure that legal aren't assigned to things like this, just in case they are actually taking these jobs on. Okay, progress that. Pause it. Do that. Right, minimize you. Right, the My Phone now could do with its major update again. Okay. And then another thing we're going to do is make sure in here that legal are never ticked on that. Okay, that should make that happen a bit better then. I'm going to put that on the Phoenix Live so that they have access to it across campus. That just allows them a bit more efficiency behind it. And then we only have a few more things I need to do. So let's start out with coming over here quickly, and I want to go back to the roof. I don't really think we're printing much lately, which is good. I do want to have a look at this. Okay. So we did a really good job on the Phoenix Docks 15 then. How are we looking on here? All 5 games are covered. We do only have 5 games, right? Because I could swear there's more than that types. There's 6 types. Okay then. So we have sports, we have simulation, we have adventure with FPS. It's RTS, real-time strategy, that we don't have. It's Waromatics we're waiting on, which is out next year. Okay, cool. Cool, that's cool. Right, so I'm going to do quickly, one sec. Okay, so that has done a bit of optimization to the game. I'm not too sure it's going to be less laggy now, but I want to see how it acts now. I've basically given it the beans on being more efficient, but I'm not too sure it's going to make a difference, but we'll see at midnight if the pause time that it takes is a bit more quicker or slower as such. Here we go. Oh my god. I'm not kidding you, no editing there. It went straight from night to day. Wow. Okay. The fact that that actually worked, the tiny changes I just did, and the fact that that actually went straight from night to day I'm actually mind blown. I don't... Okay then. I've made the game 100 times efficient. Bit mind blowing that. I did just hit save, by the way, just because I wanted to make sure the save file was updated. I guess saving the game's another bottleneck. Yeah. That's fine. I'm not too worried about that then. And just for those that don't know, the video save files goes alphabetically. That's why video S is this one. So just for those that didn't know. So however many videos there are, and that includes time lapses as well. So you can get, you know, instead of 1 to 26 alphabet. I don't know why I did it that way when I started out, A, B, C, D. And there's been a lot of time lapses and a lot of changes. So, and a few videos that haven't actually been in the end used necessarily, I should say. Meaning I've gone to the extent of making something and then gone, I could do that better. Let's get rid of that, redo it, go back to the last one. And then I've either just continued the layering system or not. But again, you know, that does happen. So a company I'm interested in is selling more stock. So no one's is worth a hefty amount. And they're only selling a bit more. I mean, they're half owned now. Right, if I want to have a look at this guy, fixed rate but royalties, is great at making games, 3D and Office Studio stuff, but he has absolutely no compatibility with one of the basic teams that we have. Well, he had normal, but it wasn't great. And another thing I want to do, cohesion in this team is just in the floor. So, I don't know what's going on there. I really don't. But yeah, I also love seeing that we get like 2 people on holiday at this point, you know? It is mind-blowing when you see that kind of stuff. So, pretty funny, pretty cool. My phone is doing pretty well on the update. The Phoenix box is definitely having a good day on the update, so we'll put that out. It's the hardware. It's always the hardware with these things, yeah. Because everything else that they're going in and doing is bug fixes right now. And then this hardware update, it's just taking its time. But I'm sure they'll work it out as they go along, as always. So, right. I'm a bit blown away on the efficiency being better now. With the tiny changes that we made, so that's pretty cool. I'm curious to see if we can get this relatively done today. The art's already done. It's purely systems and networking that we're doing now. What I'm going to do, I'm going to go in here. I'm going to say no to teams quickly, and then I'm going to say Mafia has it. OS has it. Phone has it. And Nutema have it. And Nutema, all that was a spelling error, has become the default name for that team. Let me know in the comment section below if we should keep them called Tema. Because there's no need for the name necessarily, but I want to just keep it as symbolic at this point because it's gone this far. It would just be a funny joke, an inside joke that a spelling error led to the naming of a team. Okay, so that was pretty quick on that. Right, the pattern here, like it needs doing, and I'm going to unpause all these. And then I'll prioritize this one, just so it's clear that that one should be moving a bit more. And then go from there. So we'll unpause you as well. Okay. That's fine. What time am I working at? So it's 7. Okay. So it's 7 hours from now to 3. Okay, that's fine. I've got plenty of time. I was just doing some working out on what I need to do before I wrap up this episode as always, so don't worry about that, guys. It's just me working out logistics here and there. I think with everything going on, we should be fine for a bit. This is all great and dandy, but it's just taking forever. I don't know what they're complaining. Who's complaining on that? One person? Okay. But that is affecting their effectivity in general, which is understandable. I can get my head around why there's an issue there, but I don't really think they're actually working on a much major stuff. I really hope that ultimately we can get past that issue. I feel like we should be able to, but I don't know if we actually could, so it is what it is, I guess. Honestly. Right, if his effectiveness is that much, it's the stress that's affecting them. Feels stuck here, stressed, issues with work. Overall satisfaction though is good. Well, yeah, I mean, we're at 3 billion at least. That's good to see. And that company's selling more in their sale. Right now, we're just trying to make money, not spend it constantly. So, try and avoid all of that. Just, really trying there. It's about 50% on the Phoenix Live now, which is good to see. Take a drink. You know when you eat like stuff like peanuts or cashews, those tiny little bits stick in your throat, and then every so often they just happen to move around and make an uncomfortable little pester. Yeah, that's what happened then. It just happened then, where it's like, you know what, I'm gonna move around a bit now, and then it causes that itch where you're like, oh, I need to cough. I don't. There's nothing blocking it. It's just irritation sending a signal to my brain going, cough. Don't need to cough. Right, what I'm going to do, that's in 2009. They haven't even got there yet. 8. Audio needs doing very, very soon. You can be paused. And this is full priority. That has half. And yet that's going to be quicker than this, but I want to get 3D focused on. So yeah, focus on 3D, perfectly fine by me. What are we looking at here then? 54 million in interest. Pretty good. Pretty good, okay. I'm working on stocks, that's fine. Right. The classic issue, not enough stoves, yada yada, and then it happens to resolve every time, just suddenly fixes itself. It's like, huh. The room is dirty and needs cleaning. Doubt it is. I severely doubt that's the issue, but you know what? Cleaners are there for a reason. I have an idea of how I want to do the new build, by the way. I have an idea in mind. I'm just cautious on not making it too big. There is definitely going to be some complex ideas flowing around on how to do it. How are we looking? Striking a deal issues as always. What's the article saying lately? Wolfguard. Ooh, they found some bugs in it. But let's be fair. How many people is Wolfguard getting behind it now? Not gonna tell me in there. Let's go into here quickly. It's already grown pretty quickly. Remember, Wolfguard at one point was our biggest platform yet, which, let me be honest with you, was mind-blowing on its own, but yeah. Also, for those wondering why these are so cheap, they're not. It's a monthly subscription on that. I wish it had a bit of text that just says like one-time and then MO for monthly, or RC recurring. Those are all banking words, by the way. That's why I'm using them and throwing them out. PlaySports 18 no longer got anywhere to sell to. Is it possible that, yeah. Which is the newest one? 19. Not really got much to go to. Banking is $1 million. Okay. What we're gonna do then is we'll put it on these platforms up to the 10,000 mark, like so. And make that a priority because that needs doing, and then we make sure we take out legal out of that. And we'll tag in all these other teams just so it gets done a bit more efficiently, because there's 23 different operating systems and platforms for it to go to. It's probably a bad idea to do such a big push on that, but might as well. Be an interesting way to go about it. But with that said, guys, as always, thank you for watching. Hope you've enjoyed. If you did, feel free to leave a like on the video as always, and we'll see you next time.